contracts. Yeah, you're right that institutional adoption of XRP ledger technologies is growing. I think part of it is just the heritage of the XRP ledger that was built around enterprise and financial applications. Cross-border payments was the product that the XRP ledger was originally built for. What we were looking at back in those very, very early days was how would there be enterprise adoption of, Bitcoin was the only cryptocurrency at the time. What we think is how would there be enterprise adoption of Bitcoin? There would have to be bridges and connections, and there'd have to be, these other technologies. As far as trends and the way it's moving, real world asset tokenization, I think, is something that I'm pretty excited about right now, because that's a real problem, and there's real interest from mainstream financial giants like JP Morgan and Bank of America are actively pursuing tokenization of traditional assets. So I think that's an area to watch, and I think that's an area where the XRP ledger is going to excel.
Solo Scrooge, sending peace and blessings to you all out there. #Solo Nation. How's it going, my people? Hope everyone's well. Appreciate you all for love and support of the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, giving you updates on Sologenic, Corium, and XRP. Also hit the like button that helps push the channel through the analytics and helps the channel grow. So Crypto Barbie posted, she says, wow, in this video, Ripple CTO David Schwartz reveals that the XRP ledger is moving towards real-world asset tokenization, a scene pursued by prominent firms such as JP Morgan and Bank of America. XRP will be the global standard for cross-border payments. And I've got no doubt in what Crypto Barbie is saying and what David Schwartz is saying. Tokenization of real-world assets, I believe, will be huge. And I believe these crypto assets that are tokenizing will thrive in this up-and-coming bull run. So in my mind, there's no doubt the XRPL will thrive, tokenization will thrive, Sologenic will thrive. So Sologenic posted, the XLS-40 proposal aims to provide self-sovereign identity secured by the XRPL. Will decentralized identifier adoption be the next major step in the tokenization revolution? Learn more. So decentralized identity on the XRPL, unpacking the new XLS-40 proposal. Let's run through this one quickly. The blockchain community is abuzz with the prospect of the proposed XLS-40 feature, which could usher in a new era for digital identity on the XRP ledger. Ripple Labs development arm, RippleX, has unveiled a groundbreaking initiative to integrate native support for decentralized identifiers, DIDs, based on World Wide Web Consortium, W3C standards. This move aims to provide a standardized and interoperable solution for verifiable, self-sovereign digital identities on the XRP ledger. The XLS-40 emphasizes on the W3C DID v1.0 standard, ensures a secure and compliant framework that could potentially be used for cross-platform identity management via Sologenic's institutional and decentralized arms and our cross-chain initiatives. Albert Rubble's Sologenic Tech Manager. What are DIDs? Decentralized identifiers, DIDs, offer a solution to challenges associated with centralized identifiers such as emails and usernames. Unlike traditional identifiers, DIDs provide a global unique string of letters and numbers, functioning as an independent and blockchain-based identifying address. This ensures ownership and control of data, reducing the risk of data breaches. DIDs also empower users to digitally sign and issue verifiable credentials, such as educational certificates, facilitating instant and secure verification. So we've got a diagram here. Multiple independent DID controllers that can each act independently. Key feature of XLS-40. XLS-40 introduces a new DID method outlining the format for XRP ledger, DIDs, and defining the process for their generation and management. This specification aligns with the W3C DID 1.0 standard, a data model and representation format for cryptographically verifiable digital credentials, which emphasizes persistence, global resolvability, cryptographic verifiability, and decentralization. Case Study 1. Seamless cross-platform identity management. XLS-40 provides a standardized method for creating and managing DIDs on the XRP ledger. Consider a scenario where an individual uses the same DID across various platforms and services. With XLS-40, users can seamlessly manage and control their digital identity, ensuring a consistent and secure experience across diverse applications. Case Study 2. Enhance security and trust in financial transactions. In the realm of financial transactions where security and trust are are paramount, XLS-40 offers a great solution. Imagine a user who needs to conduct cross-border transactions or engage in financial services. With their XRPL DID, they can establish a verifiable and secure identity, enhancing trust and reducing the risk of fraud in financial interactions. Case study 3. User-controlled data sharing. Digital identity often involves sharing specific information with third parties. XLS-40 empowers users to selectively share their DID-associated data, ensuring privacy and user control. In scenarios like accessing online services or verifying personal details, individuals can share only the necessary information, maintaining a higher degree of control over their digital identity. As XLS-40 prepares to integrate native support for W3C DIDs on the XRP ledger, the blockchain community anticipates a transformative impact on digital identity management. This feature not only aligns with global standards, but also positions the XRP ledger as a pioneer in providing secure and user-centric digital identity solutions. Sologenic stands at the forefront of empowering institutional investors within the blockchain ecosystem. Sologenic leverages XRPL for single sign-ons and thus replaces traditional solutions like Firebase, Google, and other traditional processes. As new features like DIDs and XLS-40 make their way to the market, Sologenic's comprehensive solutions strengthen the rapidly growing developer environment and partner ecosystem. Learn more at www.sologenic.com. About Sologenic. Sologenic's regulated arm is deploying a platform with a hybrid model for the on-demand tokenization of assets. This platform facilitates trading between crypto and off-chain traditional assets such as stocks and ETFs. This institutional-grade offering is designed for RIAs, brokerage houses, family offices, banks, and other financial institutions looking to tokenize real-world assets for their clients. Learn more at www.sologenic.com. My people, this is big. This is big. XLS-40 is big. This is what the world requires for DeFi. Sologenic are doing a lot, my people. Decentralized identity on the XRPL. Unpacking the new XLS-40 proposal. And Jack the Rippler posted, Larry Fink, BlackRock, the next generation for markets and the next generation for securities will be tokenization. Hashtag ETF. Hashtag XRP ETF is coming.
This technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, well, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it.
It changes the whole ecosystem. Hashtag XRP, hashtag Sologenic. So shout outs to AverageJohnXRP. I always have to refer back to this post. And John says, hashtag Sologenic. Hashtag Solo is currently the only token that I know of which actually is deflating. Not even BTC, ETH, BNB, XRP, ADA, Doge, TRX, Solana, Litecoin, DOT, Matic, AVAX, SHIB, Atom, Link, XMR, OKB, Uni, XLM is deflating yet. This is one of the main reasons why I'm a great Solo fan, and I second that. So my people, pause this here, have a look at your favorite cryptos, and you see that Sologenic is the only one that's currently deflating, the deflationary token. The rest are inflating. So pause that there and take a look, my people. Shout outs to Average John. Clyde at CoinCMB says, the accumulation phase on Sologenic is about to end soon. The chart does not lie. And Zen Warrior says, look at my post. I just posted on the Discord, bro. Said the same thing. It's heating up, my people. It's heating up. Sologenic is heating up. So more news, as most of us already know. Binance, world's largest crypto exchange, to pay 4.3 billion fine as CEO pleads guilty to federal charges. So the CEO of Binance CZ pleaded guilty to federal charges. And they were saying ex-Binance CEO CZ asked his judge to let him leave the US before sentences for money laundering. So CZ, they got CZ.
The head of cryptocurrency company Binance has pleaded guilty to failing to maintain an effective anti-money laundering program. Shangpeng Zhao also known as CZ, will step down as the company's CEO as a part of this deal. Federal authorities say Binance committed a long list of crimes under his leadership. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen detailed just some of those crimes at a news conference Tuesday.
Binance was allowing illicit actors to transact freely, supporting activities from child sexual abuse to illegal narcotics to terrorism across more than 100,000 transactions. That includes transactions associated with terrorist groups like Hamas's Al-Qassam brigades, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, Al-Qaeda, and ISIS.
Federal officials also say Zhao was warned about legal violations, but ignored those warnings as well as recommended safeguards. Let's bring in CBS News senior investigative correspondent Catherine Herridge following this story for us tonight. Catherine, always great to see you. From your point of view, what makes this case stand out? I find it remarkable that we heard the Treasury Secretary there say that he helped facilitate terrorism.
Well, that's right. Good to be with you, Errol. What makes this case stand out is just the scope of the investigation. Justice Department officials told reporters today that it is the largest investigation by the U.S. government into a cryptocurrency exchange. Also, the size of the fine, more than $4 billion. And the fact that the CEO has pled guilty to at least one felony and has now been removed from that position. So a sweeping investigation, not only in terms of the scope, but also the settlement.
Now, just a short while ago, we saw the downfall of Sam Bankman-Fried of FTX. I was in the courtroom when the jury delivered the guilty verdict. Binance was mentioned in that trial, but nothing that alluded to potential crime. So why did the Fed start investigating the company? What was it that tipped them off?
Well, in a nutshell, Errol, what officials said is that it had this environment that was akin to the Wild West in terms of financial transactions, that Binance saw the growth potential in the U.S. market. They said it represented between 20 to 30% of potential revenue. And they went into that arena, but they didn't follow any of the laws that would allow them to operate. So, for example, there were no brakes in place to prevent money laundering. There were no brakes in place to stop money flowing to nations that had been sanctioned, like Iran. And there were no brakes in place to stop money moving to these terrorist groups like Al-Qaeda, ISIS, and Hamas. So it was just the Wild West. There were no guardrails at all. And I can tell from the news conference today and the briefing to reporters that they had been under investigation or under suspicion for some time, but it really took a lot to get it over the finish line and get it to that settlement with the penalties and the removal of the CEO.
Right. So the top player here, CZ, is out. Might we see additional prosecutions, I wonder?
One of the most interesting elements of this case, Errol, is that now the company has to go back and document all of the suspicious activity that it failed to do so under the law. And we're talking about a 3-year period. These are called SARS, or suspicious activity reporting. And the expectation is that this new data will launch a number of
You hear that, my people? They've got to go back and go through all the suspicious activity of Binance for Binance. That's not bullish. That's not bullish, my people. I know, like, some people think it's bullish, you know, that Binance, this has happened to Binance. In a way, it's good, because you can get rid of the nonsense and clear for some things up. But this is not bullish though, my people. And that means law enforcement and whoever have to go through all of the books, go through all of Binance's books. That's not bullish.
Investigations and other individuals may be wrapped up in those cases. And we're talking about major felonies here. We're talking about violating money laundering laws. We're talking about potentially financing of terrorist group. And that doesn't even take us, if you will, to the darker side of this, which is the child trafficking, child pornography, and also drug facilitation.
All right, Catherine Herridge, thank you very much.
So there you have it, my people. Binance, world's largest crypto exchange, to pay $4.3 billion fine as CEO pleads guilty to federal charges. And look, Will Wire posted, he says, before the DOJ announcement, Binance had a daily volume of 17.8 billion, which has now dropped to around 4.7 billion. This decline will only continue because they can't easily engage in wash trading anymore, with major regulators now breathing down their back. It won't be long before low buy volume and declining liquidity cause prices to plummet. So that's Binance for you, my people. And crypto bubbles, look, USTC up 286%. This is what's going on. Luna C at 47.2%. Crypto bubbles. Luna up plus 29%. So they're pumping the Luna C. They're pumping the lunk. Solana down minus 4.7%. Algo down minus 5%. Cas down minus 6.7%. IOTA down minus 4.7%. XRP down minus 3.1%. Crypto bubbles. And for the traders, liquidation heat map. Total liquidations in the last 24 hours, 130.21 million wrecked, 98.58 million out of those that went long, and 31.62 million out of those that went short. So that's what's going on, my people. Sologenic looking like it's heating up. How far can we go? How far down can we go before we pop? Sologenic's got to pop soon. So my people, I appreciate you all for the love and support of the channel. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video for me. I'm Solo Scrooge with the Solo News. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.